Oh, look at that. He's got a profile picture now. We're still going to call you Blanc. Sorry, I don't know what that is. That looks like a cool logo. What is going on, Summoners? We're back today with another RTA commentary video, and today we're gonna follow this player on the left here of my favorites. I don't know what that name is. The profile picture is Blanc, so we're just gonna call him Blanc for the sake of this video. I mean, no disrespect by that. This guy seems to be using Mo Long in a lot of his drafts, and Mo Long is a comp that I have recently built as well. I really wanted to find a use for my Lima and make her great, so I did, and I've been having a lot of fun with her. This comp doesn't seem to involve Lima, but Mo Long, well, you know, he fell from grace after his nerf back in, what was that, 2018, and he really hasn't climbed back until recently again. People are starting to use him a lot more, so let's go watch some gameplay footage with Mo Long and see what kind of fun we can get into. As you guys will notice, Blanc is a G3 player here, and he has been fighting a lot of non-G3 people. We will try to find some other G3 versus G3 gameplay to focus on, and we will go from there. So first up, we're gonna watch Blanc versus Can. So Blanc opens with the Tyranus. Tyranus is a big part of his comp too. There's the Gianna Hathor into Vela and Josephine. Look at the ragdoll coming out. Oh, we got no Mo Long this battle. By the way, no Mo Long. Leo and Gianna getting the bans here. Alright, so Wusa, very quick as per usual, takes that first turn and buffs up. Hathor gets the big strip sleep on the Vela, prompting Josephine to provoke the Vertiheel. Never a bad idea. And now we're going to see Diana do some Diana things, maybe? Focusing that Hathor, big stun there on the Hathor. Comes out for the early Torrent, may as well. I mean, no harm, no foul. No stun by Josephine. That is actually surprising. Look at that proc by Vela there. Super clutch. Gets the immunity out, even though it doesn't really do too much. Maybe prevents a 2-turn Wusa sleep, sure. Diana throwing up the shield just to lay down some extra protection. Didn't want to risk getting cut there. Very smart heads up play. Don't transform your Diana into human form unless you're sure that you're not going to get cut by the enemy. So we're going to see him. Well, that is a thick shield on that Diana. They just took a lot of damage into that shield. This makes healing a little less necessary when you can just kind of mitigate that much damage. Actually, really important thing to note there. We see the 2-turn sleep come out on the Vela prompts the Josephine's passive one more time. Still trying to work on that Diana. Finally gets through that shield. Note, there was a defense buff there too, which makes that shield super thick as well. That really adds to how beefy that thing actually is. That is a violent Wusa, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, for how fast that was, that is a grossly fast violent set on Can's Wusa there. But not enough. We do see the Diana bite the dust. She did get cut by the Wusa, but Wusa elected to go for the shield and immunity. Play the defensive side rather than trying to go for a kill on the Diana or a sleep, which was very unlikely to land. But this Diana is she's a beast. Absolute beast. Even if she's not going proc crazy, she is absolutely a beast. And we see Blanc get the win. Oh, look at that. He's got a profile picture now. We're still going to call you Blanc. Sorry, I don't know what that is. That looks like a cool logo. All right, next up, we're going to watch Blanc versus Judas. Judas was an SWC contender, so we already know Judas is a very good player. He comes out with the ragdoll lead into Tyranus, and there's the Mo Long. We got a Mash and a Bastet. Miho and Harmonia. Of course, you see a Leo come out as a counter to the Beast Riders. Really takes away a lot of their speed scaling damage, which is nice. Big torrent from Leo off the start. Hits that Savannah pretty hard. Savannah's actually seems a little slower. Definitely going to be on a violent set for Judas. I just mean slower in terms of speed tuning, of course. She's actually going to be way faster, probably anything I own, which is gross. There's a big snipe from the Molong. Puts the soul protection onto Leo because he has the defense break. Now, are we going to see Harmonia do a big heal? Probably. Oh, just goes for the second turn heal. This second skill heal. Does get a big violent proc, though. And this Masha is all but dead at this point. There she goes. That is one big threat off the field on Judas's side. And now the Savannah is dismounted. That is basically game. And he throws it. He knows it. Very, very good match. So there's a bit of a Molong spotlight right there. He's really good to just, if a monster's below 70% health, delete. All right, next up, we got Blanc versus Love. Love gets the first pick and takes a Sierra. Here comes the Leo Fran. Leo seems to be a big part of his draft as well. Gianna Vertiheel into Josephine and Antares. Gonna RNG right off the bat. I'm really curious about the Antares pick here to see how well it plays out. But Gianna Sierra combo is just so gross. No wonder this guy is also G3. Granted, you gotta have the runes too. It's not just units. You gotta have the runes and the brain. Without the brain, without the runes, you're gonna get G1, G2, not G3. Let's be real. But that Vigor's anti-crit buff actually gonna come in huge here. And that Sierra's doing some work right off the bat. Leo with a big smack on Sierra, gets the dot and the pushback. He's gonna eat a bomb here shortly. And who knows if this Triana is gonna be around to save his hide. Does not look like it. Triana goes down. Leo is in a bad way. And now we've got bombs coming out on the Antares as well. We're gonna ignite. Leo's gonna go away. Josephine's gonna proc, but it's too little, too late. I don't think Antares can come back from this. That match goes to Love. Alright, so that is all of the G3 battles currently under this replay list for Blanc. So we're going to go and watch some other ones. Look at this bottom match against Bamboo. Almost, that's about a 240 point spread in ranking from G3 to C3. We're going to watch this one as just a showcase of how toxic matchmaking can actually be right now. Alright, so we got Blanc versus Bamboo. Bamboo comes out with that early Vanessa pick. There's the Tyranus and Molong. Miho and Velajul. Gani and, Beelzebub. Very nice. Jealous of that unit right there. Almost always a ban, I feel. Because I don't really ever see much gameplay with it, let's be honest. Maybe we'll look at keeping Bamboo around. Big proc from the Ganymede, and are we gonna see this Velajul's actually pretty thick here. Gets the soul protection on it. Can Lauren get the strip? Vanessa is going down now. Does get a big proc. Velajul is actually in danger of dying here very shortly. So that soul protection's only got one turn. That's the one downside. Nice stuns. Nice stuns by the Okeanos there. Really quite huge. Gets the reset, but no strip on the Velajul right now, so gonna focus his efforts elsewhere. Even with the glancing, still gets all the crits with the Miho. And resets the Miho for whatever reason. Not 100% sure on that one, but okay. Kills the Velajul. There goes that. We are down to 3v3. There is a lot of reset and control, but Miho is gonna be very, very tough to deal with at this point. Gonna have to try to get a stun on it right here and then really focus the kills on that Miho. But she comes out of the stun. She's so fast. Molong kills the Lauren. The heal block from the Lauren was the win condition over this Miho, I feel. This thing just does too much. Does get the crit there, and she revives with enough health off the revenge. Gets more crits from the Ganymede. You always crit Miho. Doesn't matter. You always crit Miho. Doesn't matter. She's a cheat code. It's sad to see. It's sad to see because I feel without the Miho there, Bamboo actually had a decent chance. She was getting some good procs. Her Okeanos was hitting. But in the end, Miho, the cheat code, actually came out and won. Maybe that was a high crit rate build, Oki and Gani. I don't know. But she needed the heal block from the Lauren on that Miho to really really lock it down. I don't know the name of this player either, so we're going to have Blanc versus, we're going to call him Cheer. Let's call him Cheer. Why not? So we see Tyranus come out into Ragdoll Arda. There's Molong Harmonia. Very good counter into Ragdoll Arda, I feel. Miho and Ganymede. And there is Triana, Vanessa, and Feng Yan. Feng Yan to come in and deal some work to the Miho, I suspect. Feng Yan, you start to see a lot of Feng Yan in RTA lately, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Miho does come in with the focus on the Feng Yan and eats a lot of counterattacks. Molong not quite enough to kill the Feng Yan, but that Gany reset comes out and pushes everybody back except the Feng Yan. Except the Feng Yan. There goes Feng. He is now gone off the field. That is a big part of sustain and damage. Vanessa gets no crit on the Miho. She goes down easily. There goes Ganymede. And that is, nice proc there. Nice proc to get the Gany back up. If Gany can survive, Gany actually survived. He can reset the Tyranus here. Does do that. We could see Miho coming back onto the field. Doesn't go for it. Goes for the kill first. And then revives the Miho off the Violent proc. Woohoo! Violence, baby. Violence. Gany goes down one more time. There goes Vanessa. Miho doing her work now. Molong, he was a one-shot wonder. He's out of here. Does get the defense break. Oh, but not enough. You want that defense break on the Artemil, I feel, right now. Really reduce his damage. There goes Molong. And Miho take out. There goes Ragdoll. It is now Tyranus and Miho versus Artemil. What are we going to see? Arda's at max stacks. And he is stunning everything. I swear, he's got the highest despair stun rate. He gets like a plus 25 to despair stun rate. Does Artemil. I don't know where it's written that that's a thing, but I swear it's a thing. And I feel like if this Arda crits against Miho enough, which he didn't there. Okay, we see Molong come out again, probably for the defense break. Probably did not get the defense break. But this Arda is gonna go down. He needs a heal on himself there. Takes the heal. No stuns from this Miho. She actually can't do much. There's a defense break. That's gonna hurt the damage a lot. There's a big stun. And Cheer throws the match from there in a bad scenario. If you guys have Tyranus on the field, you pretty much don't ever have to give up, okay? The fat lady doesn't sing for you until everything is off the field. So he's actually a really, really strong unit right now because of that. Next up, we're going to watch Blanc versus Alvin, another G2 player here. We got Tyranus on the opening pick with Gany Savannah. There's Molong, Vela Jewel, Volantis, and Triton. We see Leo and Miho coming out. Blanc really clutches this Miho, and I do not like that. I do not respect that. If we're not seeing a really high, well, I guess with the Leica, that's the last pick, Miho's not so bad. But Leica wasn't on the field yet, so. There we go, into the Savannah. Savannah, get that Beast Rider dismounted first off and see what we can do. Puts the Force of Living out on Leo to get that defense buff on the field. Now, there's going to be a lot of sustain. We see Leo gets the dismount on Savannah. On your feet, Missy. Whew! That Vela Jewel with the defense buff, though. How about that damage? I mean, we all know that Savannah off the mount was a bit of a glass cannon, but wowza. Oh, Leica with some huge damage on the Miho there, but I'm afraid this does not look good for Alvin right now. That Tyranus Vela Jewel Leo combo is actually pretty mean. And the Miho is just there to just, salt in the wound, so to speak. I do not like Miho. That unit is so gross, but it is not. It's so powerful. I mean, if you got it, you may as well use it, right? We see the Volantis go down. There is no way Leica solos this. Not against this much damage and sustain on Blanc's side of the field. I am sorry, Alvin, but this just does not look good, sir. Does not look good. There's too much coming your way, and there he goes. Alright, next up we got Blanc versus, I'm going to say Valeria because of the profile pick. We see a Hathor on the opening pick. There's Velajul Tyranus into Gianna Vertiheal. Nasty. Nasty, nasty. So we see the Josephine and Terrace come out to counter, and the Chow. I've actually started seeing some Chows this season as well because of how beefy he can be in this whole defense bruiser kind of meta. He fits really well. We see the bomb come out with the beneficial block onto Antares. Very strong opening move. And there goes Antares before he can do anything at all. But we do have a Tyranus on the field, so be wary of that. Provokes the Vertiheal. No counter stun though. Actually, Verd revenged that. We see a bomb come out on the Velajul now. Velajul we know has a cooldown on his skill 3 immunity, so we're going to see Velajul probably bite the dust here. Big proc from the Masha to put the Velajul to rest. This does not actually look very good for Blanc at this point, but Tyranus is still here. Although this Masha, she's procking so much. She is procking so much right now. What do? You cannot beat RNG, baby. You do not beat RNG. Here comes Antares back on the field, but Tyranus has already procced his passive. He is going to go down now, and this is going to be game. There's a big bomb on the Josephine. Another beneficial block on the Antares, and that pays dividends right there as Antares finally got his proc, and that is a big win by Flaria. G2 versus G3, by the way. All right, looks like Alvin got a rematch versus Blanc. Let's see if this one goes any differently. So Alvin gets first pick and takes a Ganymede to start into Tyranus Velajul. Very common picks by Blanc here. There's the Savannah Volantis into Leo Miho and Triton Leica. So we see pretty much the same draft, except we see a Feng Yan come out this time. Very interesting there. I think I might have to get mine ready for RTA as well. Leo with a big violent proc off the start to take about 60% of Savannah's HP away. We'll see what that can do, but Volantis comes out. Look at the debuffs from Volantis and the control that thing just put on the field. Wow, that Leica almost one-shot that Velajul with the defense break on it. Savannah comes in to finish the job, or Volantis comes in to finish the job on the Velajul. We still have Tyranus on the field, but he is silenced right now. Alvin with the massive control here. Oh, baby, okay. Ooh, Feng Yan elects to go for the kill on Savannah and does not quite get it. Instead of buffing up, he's gonna buff up here for sure. There it is. Now we're gonna see focus on the Tyranus. And there's a big stun from the Volantis on the Tyranus. Triton does get the full strip and avoids the defense break. Leica also avoids the defense break, but does not proc Noble Blood. Tyranus is down for the first life. Brings back Leo to slow things down just a little bit here, but that is not going to be enough. Leo's going to die to dots now. Tyranus is about to die from dots. If he procs, oh, nice crit on the defense break there to get Tyranus back to some health, but it's not going to be enough. Look at the procs from Volantis. Alvin with the comeback victory. Are we going to get lucky enough to see a rubber match between these two players? Will they queue up for a third time today? All right, next up we got Blanc versus Baby Shark. So we're going to see Tyranus, Velajul, maybe Molong again here. There's, Bastet, Daphnis, interesting, a little bit different pick here. We don't see the Velajul come out, but we do see Harmonia and Triana, double Heart Magicians for your action. Harmonia gets the ban, takes away the big heal for the Molong. Bastet definitely taking first turn here. Daphnis was also banned, very smart ban with what we're seeing on the field. And Ethna is going to come in and do some work on this Molong here. No stun from the Ethna. Maybe she's a swift one. Hard to say. Maybe she's even violent. Don't know. Now we see the defense buff come out from Tyranus. Get that out there. Molong's back to full health. Triana with the big violent proc. Chips away at that shield on the Ethna right there. Ethna elects to go for skill 1 instead of skill 2 there for the Shatter. Not a bad idea with all the immunity up. You're not going to get the defense break. Anyway, who did Tyranus just kill? There goes Fran. Goodbye. What a load of damage from the Tyranus on this. I would love to actually see the runes on this thing. That would be awesome. And Molong does not go for the big skill here, just chipping away at this Ethna. Do we get a sleep? No sleep. That does not look like a crit damage Triana, although she didn't crit, so hard to tell. Maybe she actually is. We see the reset come out on Tyranus. He's going to be held at bay for a small time here. Molong, though, is primed and rep. There's the Miho, gets the kill on the Ethna, and that is game. Goodbye, baby shark. All right, we got one more match we're going to watch here, you guys. It is going to be Blanc versus How to Play. This should be good because we all know How to Play's got so many LDs. We've seen her in other videos of ours here, too, on the channel. So we got Tyranus coming out into Molong Harmonia with Hathor, Gani, Gianna, and Yanhong. How much more toxic do you get? And there's the Oberon just to round out the ventilates. We got double ventilates on How to Play side of the field with a big nuke and the Yanhong for boosting. So gross. There's Antares procking right off the start and gets the Despair stun. Goodbye, Triana. It was nice knowing you. Sleeps the Tyranus and Yanhong procs out of that. Gani resets the Tyranus. We see Yanhong almost, that was like 73% HP to get there, but there is no way Blanc is coming out of this one alive. How to Play has lockdown on right now, and Terrace got the proc, but he is under 2-turn sleep, and now he's dead as well. Oberon is just, there's no setup required, he just deletes things. Okay, that was 41,000 damage with no attack buff, no defense break, no nothing, just delete a unit. Did the same to Triana. Easy game for How to Play. Just super OP monster box and incredible runes as well. So, as always, you guys, if you enjoyed the video, please do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, because there's going to be a lot more of these coming out, as well as other content, and drop me a comment below. If there's any players that you guys want to see featured, let me know, and we'll try to find them and favorite them, and we can do some commentary on them. As well, if you want to have your videos highlighted here, reach out to me, emails in the description below. So, thank you guys all so much for watching, and happy summit.